this is going to be our happy hour reading. So shout out to all of you who have purchased the reading and will purchase the reading tonight. The list is still open. I have 7 spots available left if you're interested. If you're wondering where you're at on the list, if you already paid for a question, your name is in the chat section. So if you have a question or questions, submit them while I'm live, because once I'm done with the list, no one speaks up, says anything, I'll just log off. So make sure you submit while I'm still reading. If you have a question, if the list is still open, that's fine. But once I'm done with who I have so far, which is Samantha, is the last person that I see so far on the list. If I'm doing her reading and I'm done and no one says anything, I'm going to log off. So like, it wouldn't be wise to submit a payment once that's going on. So make sure you guys do it while the reading is still going, just so you can secure a spot. You don't have to be live to watch it. You can come back and watch it later. Your name will be in the description box with the timestamp next to your name, so you can watch this whenever you want to. If you fall asleep or your phone crashes, dies, you get a phone call, or you got to work, or whatever the case may be, you can always come back and watch it. So yeah. Hey, Vanessa. I'm not sure if you're still on, but hello. Okay, so I'm just gonna pray over the readings and the live before I start, and welcome our divine team, Holy Spirit, Source God, our benevolent angels and ancestors and spiritual team and guardians who lovingly guide us and protect us. Ask for divine wisdom throughout their entire life, for those who are seeking guidance, that you give them the clarity that they need beyond what they're seeking. I also ask for divine protection, not only to surround me and cover me and the tools that I'm utilizing, but those who are receiving a message and reading. I ask for permission to only see what you will allow me to see, speak only what you tell me and guide me to say and to speak upon. I cast down any false guidances, vain imaginations, false prophecies, anything going on with me personally or around me, not be a distraction to the reading. May I be the bridge between the spirit realm and those seeking guidance. Now I gotta know. All right, so bless these cards with divine wisdom and truth, and may I interpret the messages accurately in the way that divine source intends the message to be conveyed. Amen. Amen and Ashe. Thank you, y'all. All right. All right, so let's get it. I don't know what the song is. I don't see a submission from you. I'll double check, but I didn't get anything from you. So make sure that you sent something, because I have nothing from you. So double check, Vanessa, because I have no submissions from you. I'm checking right now and I don't see anything from you. So make sure whatever platform you use or payment platform you use, that it went through, because I don't see anything. Okay. All righty. Let's get it. Where did you send it? Because I don't see anything. Oof. Excuse-moi. Cash App. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's pending. Okay, I see it, but it's in pending mode. So once it's accepted, you'll be after Samantha. Okay. Yeah, because it says pending. First person on the list is Sheshaney. Well, there it goes. I just got it. Thank you. All right, Sheshaney, let's see what you got going on, sis. Vanessa, you will be person number 5. Just so you know where you're at. All right, type your name in the thing. All right, let's pull up your question. Okay, just a general read. Okay, got you. Let's do it. Just a general read for Sheshaney. What is it that she needs to know? Divine Spirit at this time. What is the message? The message, what's the guidance? What's the message, what's the guidance for her? What is the message, what's the guidance? What's the message, what's the guidance? Holy Spirit, what's the message? The World's card came out. The Devil. The King. Why did I say the King of Pentacles? That's the Four of Pentacles. This card's sticking out, so I'm going to take it. The Two of Pentacles. It's something that you might not be completely done with, or you feel like you're not completely done with something. You have the World, the Devil, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So it could be something that you might be in between, like setting it and leaving it where it's at, being done, versus still kind of feel tethered to something. This could just be, doesn't have to be a person. I feel like it's an energy, being tethered to some type of energy, and it could be like an oppressive energy, or just like maybe you're not fully aware of the fact that you're free of something that you feel like, no, well, it's not done yet, or it's something that it's a burden or an energy that you're carrying on you that makes you perceive yourself to be in this like stuck place, stagnant place, or where you feel like you're tethered to something that you can't get free of, but you are free from it. It's all in the perception. This could even be issues surrounding like your stability, your money, your finances, where you feel like there's something that is amiss, something that's not balanced in your life, or material wise or financially. You feel like you're stuck at a job, or you're stuck in a financial situation, when in actuality you're really not. I feel like Spirit's saying to more so focus and pour into where you want to be. Like change your focus to where you feel like you're stuck, because you're not. It's like sometimes like we can prolong a process, or like something that's already dead and gone, but we kind of relive it over and over again by thinking about it, or rather than having governance and saying, okay, let's say for instance, you're trying to change your eating habits, right? And you're addicted to sweets, and the fact that you crave sweets is kind of like, see, it must not be time for me to, stop eating unhealthy foods. It may not be time for me to change my diet. Like I'm still hungry, or I'm still craving this or craving that. I don't know why I get tempted, or people around me are eating like this, but I can't change my eating habits. It's like kind of giving power away to this energy that oppresses you, or kind of keeps you feeling stuck. I don't know how to explain this, but this feels like, to me, it could also be like people or a person, where it's like, why won't this person just go away? Every time I try to move on, here they come. Or why do I keep thinking about this, or keep thinking about this person? It's like you're living in this energy of like the stuck place, like almost like you feel like there's something over you or overpowering your energy or your move, when in actuality Spirit is like, whatever this oppressive energy is, it's not, it doesn't exist anymore. Like you've already closed the chapter, but you have to know that you're no longer in that energy anymore. You're no longer in that position anymore. And it's really about perspective. This definitely could have something to do with like, because you have two Saturn cards. The Devil is Capricorn energy, so is the Four of Pentacles, and it's like Saturn ruling energy. So this could be like karmic energy, like you've already cleared some type of karmic residue. It's just about the way that you're perceiving it, if that makes sense. And you have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, the Tower. Yeah, it's like something that no longer exists, no longer serves you. Is something that's already dead and gone, but there's a part of you that still feels tethered to it, stuck to it. It's almost like, why won't this go away? Or you're perceiving that you can't free yourself or unchain yourself of something that has already closed itself out. So I hope I'm making sense. I hope that makes sense, the reading within itself. So yeah, free yourself. Okay. All right, sis. I hope that was helpful. I hope that made sense to kind of get a sense and give you some confirmation, or just let you know that whatever this feeling that you have, that you feel like it's overpowering you, or you can't break free of something, and like it's kind of like you're giving your power away to it, it's already dead and gone. Like you're free. You can move forward, you know? All right. So much love to you, sis. Have a safe weekend. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next read, which is from Alexis. Okay, Alexis, your timestamp is 10:36. All right. Let me see. Where is your question? I love how it's almost 7 o'clock and birds is chirping like it's afternoon. Like, what's up with that? Okay. In which specialty or field of nursing will transfer? I quit medical surgery. I want to see if the car's going to subscribe. Okay. Let's see. What area? Let me see her. The Ace of Cups and the Hierophant came out. For some reason I get like a hospice. Yeah, the death card. Yeah. Interesting. You have counterparts. You have Shiva and you have Kali energy with the Ace of Cups, which is, to me, sometimes can be service. If it's not like emotional energy, romance, and all of that. As a career, this definitely could be some type of spiritual, religious career or health service. For some reason, I'm kind of getting something with hospice, or people that, if not hospice, then people that are like, I don't know, it could be even emergency, because I'm seeing something with people that are close to transitioning, or could be like a life-threatening either illness or life-threatening injuries, critical conditions. So I'm not sure of where this would be. Like, I wanted to say emergency, but it doesn't have to be. You have the Five of Swords here. So yeah, it's like critical conditions. King of Swords. Surgeries could still be involved in this. So yeah, and then their little tyrant, what is it called? Tyrant, I don't know what you call these I don't know, swords, whatever. So I do see surgery still involved, but this kind of feels like critical conditions, emergencies, maybe hospice, like something with that. But I don't want to say hospice. I don't want to say that for sure. It definitely feels like someone came in and they have like a stab wound that's really close to a major artery, and it's like, okay, we got to get this person, we got to take them in immediately type thing. Like, I'm just using that as an example, because this Kali is the death card and she's stepping on this soldier. So it's like, it could be critical condition, something like that. I hope that answers your question. All right. So that could be the next department that you're in, or the next, you know, what kind of nursing that you're going to be partaking in. But I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Love life. What will it be like this month of June? Let's see. What's the probable energy surrounding June, or anything major or significant that you possibly have to look forward to, Holy Spirit, for Alexis? What's the energy, that significant energy surrounding her love life? Any guidance, any potential energies? Let's see. June 2023 for Alexis this month. Love, romance. What do you see? What do you see? Strength and the Hierophant again. 10 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles. You could possibly be going out on a date, or if not a date, you might meet somebody at some type of gathering. I see you having to dress up, or just, if not dress up, like you could be wearing jeans and still, you know, be dressed up a bit, like do your hair, do something with your makeup, or maybe add some nice jewelry or something. So it doesn't have to be like a dress or anything, but I do see potentially something where you're going to have to, like, you know, get cute, dress up a little bit, where you could potentially meet somebody. Might be someone that is like, I don't know if you're going to be intimidated by this person, or there is something about them that, if not look intimidating, like they might be really like strong, or could be attractive, like attractive in a sense where it's kind of like, I don't know, they look like, I don't know if you're just going to be not like insecure, I wouldn't say that, but it's something about this person's like, oh, I don't know about I don't know about this person. It's something about them that is very attractive, or something about their energy that might take you back. Like, you might be taken back by this person's energy. They could be older, or they just kind of feel like someone that has their ish together. They might make a lot of money. It's something about this person where you're just like, I don't know about it. It could be someone that's like well known or respected, or a lot of people know who they are. They're just like a well-liked person. Kind of get the feeling that if this is not like a community of like people that you're close to, then this could be like coworkers. But this person's really down to earth though. They're not someone that, you know, is intimidating as they look, or even if they have a little something, I don't get that they're stuck up. I don't get that this person is, I just get this down to earth vibe from this person. So you might very well meet someone that you actually like, or you might strike up a conversation that could potentially lead to a date, or some type of dating situation. And when I say dating, not like exclusive like dating, but someone taking you out, rather taking you out on a date potentially. It feels like a new energy. Clarify. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a potential for some type of offer, and it seems like it's not someone that's going to be beating around the bush, or like kind of leaving things up in the air. Like, if this person really wants to take you out, or they want to see you again, they're going to make sure that they get your number. There's going to be something exchanged. They're going to make their intentions known. So I know you asked about June, but for some reason this feels like Leo, Virgo season type energy to me. But Spirit might be getting you prepared to date, or prepare you to meet this person, because for some reason I'm not getting like much in June per se. It seems like this is a couple of months from now or so, like Leo to Virgo season, I see potentially. So I hope that makes sense. All right. I know it's June. Like, May seemed like it took no time. Like, it was gone. Like, before you know it. Like, these months ain't playing. This year is not playing. All right. That was your reading, sis. I hope that was helpful. Gives you something to look forward to. So much love to you as always. Let's go ahead and move on to the next person, which y'all's Adriana, Sam, Vanessa, and then after that, the list is still open if you guys are interested. Don't be shy. Adriana, your question is, why do you see/hear this person's name all the time? Let's see. Holy Spirit, for permission to tap into Adriana's energy and the specific person's name in question. Why does she see/hear this person's name? Ooh, okay. The Nine of Pentacles try to come out. And I'm going to put it back because I hope I'm not picking up on Alexis's energy. So let's clear the deck, Holy Spirit. Why does she see/hear this person's name all the time? What is the reason or the purpose for this? Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups. What the hell? With the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Could be something that is encouraging you to move away from something, like something in the past, something that is might have been like a painful past. It doesn't have to be really so much the person was a part of this. This person can represent like kind of gravitating towards something new. And I can't say for sure that the path is leading to the person per se, but it's like definitely encouraging you to leave something painful in your past. Okay. Spirit may be, because there's a little resistance when it comes to this. When you see this, you might get a little defensive, like why, what in the fuck, like, especially let's say for instance if this is someone that you're trying to forget or move away from. I do feel like if that's the case, then apply this as like spirit is encouraging you to move forward and move on. Yes, move away from the situation. If this is someone that you don't have beef with necessarily or had like a painful past, or you're trying to move away from this person, then it's just kind of like you're trying to move away from something that was painful, and it's like, why is this here? What is this about? Like, I don't have time for this, especially if you feel like, you know, you've been here, done that in the past with someone, and you don't want to mislead yourself. It could be the vibe of that as well. The Two of Wands, yeah. This is like, this is giving me energy of like path and direction and new horizons. So why you're seeing this person's name, you got to apply it really to what I explained, because I don't know the context of this relationship. So I can't say if you're being guided to move away from this person, or this person is a reminder to let go of the past and move towards new things. Like there's something about this connection maybe, or this person that represents being open-minded or being open to the unknown, not being so fixated on what happened in the past, or having the same ideologies and perceptions of the past that maybe were painful or didn't work out for you. So I'm getting this energy of open-mindedness, and ironically, it's a bald eagle in this Two of Wands flying right there. And I've never noticed that bird. I've noticed the bird, I think, but not what kind of bird it was. It's a freaking bald eagle. And we were just talking about bald eagles in a reading or message that I did recently, but they represent prophecy. So there's something here that spirit is like, spirit's governing this. This is not something to mislead you. Maybe detach from making it about the person specifically, because something about the person's name may even mean something. Like if you look up what their name means, it might be also a message for you, rather than focusing so much on the specifics or the person or something about them. But this is what I'm getting though. So I hope that makes sense. So you have the Four of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Swords. So that's your reading, Adriana. I hope that makes sense. Gives you some clarity. All right. So much love as always. Let's go ahead and move on to Miss Samantha. 23, what is that? Timestamp 23:38. All right, your timestamp is 23:38. Why? Where's your question? Sorry, I'm reading another question. What is this person's intentions when it comes to you? Okay. Clear up previous energies, Holy Spirit. Ask for divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity for Miss Samantha and the person of interest she's asking about. Can you please reveal this person's true intentions with her? What is this person's true intentions with Samantha? What is this person's true intentions? What's this person's true intentions? What's this person's true intention? Holy Spirit, what is this person's true? Okay. Five of Swords. Eight of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Let me see. Justice. Seven of Wands. This person's really like combative or something. I don't know if it's towards you, or this person's energy is very hostile vibes. Like it's giving me hostility. I don't know what's wrong with this person. Let's see. This person This could be like a metaphor of this person wanting to, I wouldn't say fight for the connection, but maybe fight to keep it in a sense that where they feel like they have the upper hand. So if it's like you're giving them an ultimatum, like, hey, if you don't do this, this is what it is. I'm tapping out. I'm done. So this person's like, okay, let me do something to kind of keep this connection, but not from a place of like dedication, because I feel this person's energy is in a state of survival mode. Okay, it's in a fight or flight energy. It's in a lower chakras energy, so it's not really governed by the heart, nor, let's say, higher thinking or intuitive. It's more survivalist, more ego, more pride, more maybe a tad bit selfish. That's a new word. Slad means you're a tad bit selfish. Slad. You just slad, okay? So this person, the Five of Swords, they may not want anybody else to have you either. So that's the thing. It's like this person does does enough to maybe keep your interest, okay? Something with communication, things that they're telling you that kind of makes you feel like maybe they are going to stand their ground and fight for this. But this person is giving me this vibe of like, it's very macho, toxic masculinity energy that I'm picking up from this person as of right now. They don't really know what they want. This person's energy is kind of like, it's a lot of Sagittarian energy. You got the moon in Sag, you got Mercury in Sag. So they might be communicating from a place of like, I'm still trying to, figure things out, or I'm trying to learn how to like really be what you need. And, I'm trying to do better, or, all of this is new to me, this type of connection. It's like this person's energy is like, I'll get a little finesse. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit of finesse. Okay. This person is not moving in, their intentions are not moving in a high state. It's very low, very survival, lower chakra vibes. Like Five of Swords is, I think this is Mars, or is this Venus? I think this is Venus and Aquarius. So again, like when they communicate with you, it does feel like this energy of, I'm trying to figure it out. This is new to me. This type of connection is not something that's regular. We got to move like this, or we should do this. And it's like all of this hypothetical stuff, or this far out in the future talk, or it's kind of like buying time. So I don't really like this person's intentions with you right now, because the whole thing is to keep this connection, but under the restrictions, or under the kind of like the rules or the accommodations of what this person wants and what they feel like they can do, or the the minimum of what they're willing to do or to give. So they may feel restricted with the Seven of Wands. They may not feel like they're completely in their power, so they're overly exerting their power in this connection, because you got the Mars and Leo. So I kind of get like someone that they have to exert their pride. They have to exert a high level of capability, confidence, leadership, but in a sense like this is lower levels, if that makes sense. So this person's intentions with you, that's what I'm getting. With the Justice card here, I do feel like there's a level of warning for this person. Like they really need to tread lightly, because it's like whatever they reap, they sow. So if they're moving with a lack of integrity, they're moving, it's like they might end up looking stupid. So that could be one or two things, or it could be multiple things actually, but let's just use this as an example where this person, you find out that this person is not really doing much of anything, or they don't really intend to put in actual work, or they're still doing the same old same. You catch on to it, or you get tired of it after a while, and you decide to leave this person in the dust. And it's like this person may be left with, regret, and maybe even having to deal with the fact that maybe what other situation they're in, because if I'm not mistaken, this person they're in a situation with someone else as well, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of like that situation could also be quite toxic, and they might be left with that, and it's a level of regret. I just feel like this person needs to tread carefully. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, because this is where both of you guys are kind of being tested in where you're placing your energy at this time, because I feel like there is a level of, obviously it's just karmic law. Like, you reap what you sow. Whatever you put in, you get out. So there's something to consider with that. So that's their intentions. Let's see. How did this person feel about you confronting them about their other situation? How did they feel about that? How did they feel? Holy Spirit, what do you want Samantha to know about how this person in question felt about her confronting? No, 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 no. Don't fall off the table. Okay. Ooh. The Tower and the Death card with Kali Ma. You got to be careful with her. Don't play. Don't play with Miss Kali. The Tower. Yeah. You didn't have to come at them aggressively. You got a lot of, majors. Magician card with Tesla. I think this is Tesla that's depicted in this Magician card. You could have shocked this person. You could have shocked them to their core. And when I say shocked, not like I wasn't, like, it could be I wasn't expecting this, but what I feel, like, the energy of what, like, the shock is like, you shook them, like, dang, like, this person knows that you meant what you said. Like, it was definitely conveyed in a way that was very straight to the point. The effects of it was very powerful. You didn't have to raise your voice. You didn't have to call this person out of their name. You didn't even have to cuss or say anything other than the truth of what it is, straight like that. And I feel like whatever was said, it did shock this person energetically. It sent a shock wave to them. Like, they know that you meant what you said. And I feel that this person could have even been a bit angry, whether they conveyed that to you, expressed that to you in some type of way, or like their energy said it all. Either way it goes, I feel like there was a level of where you were in that moment, or you spoke on what you became aware of, enlightened to, hip to within yourself. It was like something turned on, a light turned on, maybe not at that moment, maybe prior to, which led you to speak your truth. And it also shocked this person to really see the underlying truth, maybe, of where they are with that situation. And I feel like whatever you said, it was true. It needed to be said. Let's see. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, it really made this person feel some type of way. It may even convicted them. I don't know if you said something along the lines of like, I'm not doing this with you anymore type of thing, or this is the end, or it's going to be the end, or this is goodbye, or because I kind of feel, yeah, the strength. Like, I don't feel like you came at this person sideways. This was really direct, and it was honorable, and it needed to be said in the way that it was. It's kind of like, you play games, you win stupid prizes. Like, you play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes. Like, fucking around with me. And I feel that you have a side to you that is quite nurturing, quite loving towards this person. So for them to see this other side of you, they know that they had to really fuck up. With the Knight of Cups here, it did make this person feel the need to kind of explain, or to kind of throw some water on the fire, and hopefully this will die down a little bit, or make you feel, kind of soften the blow a little bit, or try to convince you of the opposite of what you're saying when it comes to you and them. So like, if you stated anything about the situation where you felt disrespected, or you felt maybe like this person was not treating you with respect, or you felt like you weren't important, you weren't getting what you deserve, or what you feel like you are meant to receive, then this person was like, no, that's not what it is. And this is, like, they tried to make up for it, or that's how they felt. Because you're asking about how they felt. They were triggered, most definitely triggered, but they knew that it was true. It's real. Whatever you said, it's the truth. And it may even have opened their eyes a little bit to things they were oblivious to about their ways, or their behavior, or their situation with you. So hence the pride, hence the like I need to like step up, I need to make myself feel better. I need to overexert my masculine energy to the point where it's like toxic shit. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. Goodness. All right. All right, Miss Samantha, that was your reading. Let me know if that made any bit of sense, because that was a lot. Like, dang. Whew. Okay. Hey, you're welcome. Okay, let's see. You're very welcome. You're welcome, sis. All right, it's Miss Vanessa. This is the last person I have so far on the list. In case anyone's still interested, the list is still open. Yeah. You're decent about it. Yeah. Sometimes we don't have to pop off, to get our point across. We ain't got to be loud and cussing and calling names. Like, you can hit a motherfucker classy. So let's move on to Miss Vanessa, 3828. All right, list is still open, y'all. If not after Vanessa, that's it. We're going to shut it down. Vanessa, your question is, will you do good in your OR case with blank next Monday? All right. Well, let's see probable, okay? Because we ain't doing no predictions, okay? So I'm just going to see probable energy around it. Let's see. Divine spirits, thank you. Clear out previous energies. Okay, do you see her doing good in her OR case next Monday? Do you see her? Let me see her. Four of Wands, Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands. I'm getting a good feeling. These are good cards. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. It's tickling my leg. Clarify the Queen of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Okay. So I feel like there's some type of stepping out of old into new, or this is a level of maturity. Okay. Eight of Cups, clarifying the Queen of Cups. You possibly elevating. So I'm going to say yes, that you are going to do well. The Four of Wands is two women celebrating together. So I do feel like this person is going to take well to you. The Eight of Wands, I feel like you're going to get good news back as well. So there seems to be like conversation or conversing back and forth. I'm not sure exactly what that is that you're asking about, but there's some form of communication, and it could be like a good exchange. But I also feel like the Eight of Wands is good news as well. So I'm going to say, are you going to do well? Most likely, yes. And I feel really with the Queen of Cups, it's up to you. Like, yeah, Six of Pentacles. It could be an opportunity that's going to be given, or that you feel like, okay, are they going to choose me for some type of opportunity? Something about that. But with the Queen of Cups, I feel like it's really up to you, like how you walk into this. Because if you walk in with an open energy, you walk in with positive expectations, the energy is going to go well. Because I feel like this person is going to she's going to take well to your energy. There's some type of pleasant exchange between the two of you, but that's not the most important thing. I feel like it's whatever this thing is that you're asking about, how you walk into this has everything to do with it. But to answer your question, will you do well? I'm getting a yes from this. It's most likely a yes. So, yeah. Have to walk in with that energy of receptivity. That Queen of Cups energy is very open, receptive, cheerful even in a sense. So, yeah. The Eight of Cups is like if you, it could be something emotionally, like some type of feelings that you have or past feelings or emotions. Like Spirit doesn't want you to carry those energies in. Like, okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? And okay, and it causes you to feel anxious or feel anxiety or to feel fear. Like Spirit saying to exclude that. Don't bring that to the table. Don't bring that into the energy. But to answer your question, yeah, I feel like this is a positive. It's looking good. So let me know how that works, how that goes for you. And I'm going to leave it at that. So no one else is interested. That is the reading. That's the live. And I will be putting the timestamps up. So I don't see anyone on here. You're welcome, Vanessa. I don't see anyone else on here. So I'm going to go ahead and probably shut this thing down. Okay. Yeah. So I wish you the best of luck, Vanessa. I know you'll let me know whenever I see you. Oh, Sydney. Hey. I didn't see you. All right. Thank you. You caught me because I would have been off. Let me see. Cash App. It might be pending, so let me just double check because I don't see it yet. Let me see. Yeah, it's pending. It'll come through. So let me wait on it. My freaking legs is like, I don't know if they're hairy because I feel like something crawling on me, but it might be my legs. It might be hairy. Because I keep feeling like something's crawling on my legs. Okay. All right. It's approved. All right, let's get it. So Sydney, your timestamp is 41:54. And you want to know how this person feels about you, right? Let me double check. Where did it go? I just seen your question. Okay. Let's see. Sydney and her person in question. Sydney and her person in question. What do you want her to know as far as how this person is currently feeling? How does this person feel about her? How does this person in question feel about her? Oof, okay. It's cards. They're trying to come out, child. Okay, Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Sun. Okay. So this person feels like you represent an official. Hey. Yeah, the list is still open. While I'm still reading, the list is open, you guys. The Queen of Wands and the Sun, to me, it's like the solar energy. We can't do without the sun, right? So this person feels like you are an essential person in their life, or something about your energy is valuable to them. They might be holding on to your energy, holding on to you, maybe a little bit possessive in a sense. But with the Ten of Swords, their possession may not be as prominent or as like you might not feel it or have like physical, what's the right word I'm looking for? Like where you see the possessiveness of this person. It might not be something that you can see on the surface. It might more so feel energetic, like a pull, or like you can't really move on, or it's like your energy is constantly maybe being pulled or guided towards them or on them. This person may want some type of like fresh beginning, new start connected to you, or in this relationship or connection, whatever it is. It's like this person wants some type of level of like positive energy, maybe even reassurance. They definitely don't want to lose some type of connection with you. I'm not sure if the basis of this connection is a friendship, because these sunflowers in both of these cards, the Sun and the Queen of Wands, are standing out to me. So there's also this feeling of a relationship that you have with this person that's not entirely romantic, that this person sees value in or benefits off of the energy exchange that you guys have. The problem with this, though, with the Four of Pentacles, this person may not be as open as you are. they like the energy that you bring. They may know that it's a problem, like I shouldn't say their inability to be open, but more so like their whole position with being open. They may know that it's not fair, or it could be due to fear as well with the Ten of Swords. So it can be a little bit of fear of being too open or giving too much of themselves, because they feel like it's almost like my money. Like, I don't play about my money. I don't just give or invest. I don't really give like that. So for me to do that would be something very significant. So that's part, like possibly how they're viewing love, or how they view their emotions or their heart, and giving it away or sharing and exchanging it, because they like the energy that you bring, but there's still a little bit of this safeguard around theirs. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see what's at the bottom. You got the Magician and you got the Death card. So you may also trigger this person at times, or you may kind of trigger their passions as well, or this person could feel like you give them life, like where they might feel a little dull, or kind of just this mundane life, or this real kind of like colorless reality, just kind of status quo, go with, you know, routine, just living life, just doing the same thing over, but you kind of add a little bit of a zest to it, a little bit of a spice to it, a little, like your energy, it does, it's the right word that I'm trying to, I hate when I feel like, not I hate it, but it's so difficult and challenging sometimes to feel the energy and then try to have to interpret it. It's difficult sometimes. But I'm just getting like this energy where you shark, like you shock this person's energy like a zap, like an electricity, right? Where this person may feel like they're a little, you know, just dead, kind of like dull energy, just, so yeah. You bring a little light and color to their reality. So that's what I'm getting. All right. So that's what I'm getting for you, Miss Sydney and Zaina. Nancy, I do. I sure do. Let me see. So far, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 5 spots available. So, Elsena, if you're still on here, sis. Nancy, I'll hold off if y'all still on here. If not, you know, we have to cut the live short. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. I'll add you to the list. I don't know if it's just Cash App right now, because everybody's stuff is pending when it does come through. So I have to double check and make sure, because why are they just now telling me this? This has been approved a long time ago. A long time ago. Elsena, I see you. Oh, you just sent yours. Okay, Nancy, I'll wait for yours. I'll do Elsena's now, and then Nancy, you are next. So that will leave 3 spots available. If anybody's interested, while I'm still reading for Elsena and Nancy, you guys can submit on over. But after one of those ladies, if no one sends anything, I'm gonna have to log out. All right, Elsena, your timestamp is 48:53. Okay. All right. Do I need to do something to make things better? Okay. Do you need to do something to make things better, Holy Spirit? What? Does she need to do anything to make things better? Whatever that may mean, Holy Spirit, please give us clarity and provision if necessary, as far as what needs to be done to make things better. What can... Thank you, Nancy. I just got yours as well. The 8 of Wands flew out in reverse. Let's see. The Hermit. The Empress. The Emperor. Okay. Is there anything that you can do to make things better? I okay, I'm going to try to start off slow and gradual and not jump too far in the deep end for ahead of time. Yes, thank you, Nancy. I'll add you to the list. Eight of Wands flew out in reverse. For me, there's something about communication, maybe spiritual communication, or maybe feeling as though your prayers are not being heard. Not so much answered, but more so heard. It's like some type of communication is amiss. Like it's just not going, it's not getting out there. Like I'm leaving the voicemails, but they're not being sent. Or sending the text messages, but they're not going out. It's like spiritually speaking. So Spirit is saying like that's the perception, but that's not what's really going on here. Because the Hermit card tells me that I feel like this is even if it feels unwanted, like some of this, like it's very hard to tell people like, oh, just do this and just do that. And this is what divine timing, this is just what it's supposed to be right now. Like it's very hard to deliver that type of message to people that's growing through something right now, because it's like, I feel like I'm suffering. I feel like this is like a bad time for me. Like, why is this happening? When is this going to change? And you're telling me like this is what's supposed to be happening right now. But I wouldn't say that that's the complete case here. Even though the Hermit is here, I do feel like part of where you are does have something to do with, it's like you're on an internal journey right now. This is a period maybe where things are a bit seemingly stagnant, like kind of like hibernation, winter season. There's not a lot of things happening during that season. It's a very still, very cold, maybe dark time. It's not an extension of abundance and flowers and things blooming and sun and all of that. It's kind of this period of, winter season can be sometimes for people a very depressive season, because the nights are long, they're longer. Things are not growing around that time. It's cold, right? So in this season that you're in, it does hold a significant purpose. And one of those things is like, it may call you to not, have a lot going on or too much socializing going on, because this is like a period of just you in spirit. Like this is the necessary period to be with yourself. And it's going to hold a major significance later with the Emperor and the Empress. You're embodying both the Emperor and the Empress. Right now, you may not feel abundant. You may not feel like you have anything to, feel like you can rest and just chill and not worry. But Spirit is saying with the Empress card, though, and you have to take into consideration that the Empress is pregnant. So you're pregnant with something. Like you're in the midst, kind of in between the state of the Hermit and the Empress, where the Empress represents things that are blooming and blossoming, where you are giving birth to something new, and you're being prepped to kind of create a space or an environment for that. Like Spirit is saying you are going to be given provisions, you are going to be given responsibility, but it's kind of like you have to create space. It's like a father that's creating space for the birth of his child. So it's like you're being both the mother that is nurturing the seed that is giving birth to, versus also being the father that is protecting, that is providing, that is creating an environment and space for this thing or this energy that you're giving birth to. With the Emperor, he has that bald eagle here. There's a prophecy here. I'm not sure what that prophecy may be to you, but Spirit is like, you got to come higher, because maybe you're looking at where you are on the surface, and maybe you do know the higher purpose of things, and where you are, you have the understanding, but it's very hard when you're in the midst of it, when you're in the middle of it, to really always, rest in that, and rest in that trust, or rest in that vision, or rest in, understanding where you are. Because I feel like you do understand where you are, or you have a level of understanding of what's going on, but it's like, okay, well, how long, or what can I do to change this? What can I do maybe to speed this up? And remember, when having babies, because you have babies, when you're about to give birth, you got to go through the contractions. That's just part of it, right? You might get an epidural or whatever, but in the middle of it, it's painful, right? And that's how you're close to giving birth. It might be some hours in between. Some people go into labor And it could take 8 hours. It could take 12 hours, you know, like it might take some time. Some people might just go into labor and they're ready to give birth right then and there. But yeah, this is definitely a process here. Definitely. So I don't know. I mean, I know that's probably not the most peaceful reassurance, because it's like, okay, I'm in this and this is like not working out. This is not what I want. And if this is about a mate as well, I do see someone here. It's like Spirit didn't lie to you when Spirit said that they would provide someone that would be by your side, as someone that is trustworthy, someone that you don't have to um, you know, take up all of the burden and be the director, where you can rest as well. You can be present. You can be in a receptive mode and trust that this person is guided. You know what I mean? You can trust this person. You can feel safe with this person. There's security here. So I hope this makes sense, sis. Let me know. But yeah, let me show you your cards. The Emperor, the Empress, and the Hermit. Okay. And all these mages is definitely, this is like a divine process. It really is. The top of the deck is the Hangman. Yeah. Yeah. If you can, sis, because the Empress is also a period of rest too, and just being in that place of receptivity. If you're overextending yourself, especially overextending your energy on other things and people, it's like you really have to honor yourself. You can't drag yourself to the ground. You can't do that. Be on the edge of like a complete breakdown. Like, that ain't cool. Okay. So I send you love, sis. Breathe. You got this. Let me see. I send you love, sis. I hope you take care in the meantime. You're welcome. Don't overextend. Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy, your timestamp is 57:25. And your question is a follow-up on this person's feelings towards you. All right, let's clear our previous energies. Send love and peace to all parties that I have read for. I send you peace and harmony, stability. Amen. Clear it. Clear the energy. Ask for permission to tap into Nancy's energy and her person of interest. And what do you want her to know as far as how is this person feeling for her? How this person feels. All these cards trying to come out. How does this person feel? How does this person feel? How does this person feel? And this is my last person on the list as of now. If anyone's interested, there's 3 slots available. So I would suggest doing it while I'm reading, because once I'm done reading, I'm going to log off if no one says anything. So, all right. So how does this person feel about you? 3 cards flew out. You have the 6 of Wands. Hey. 6 of Wands, 10 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. I'm just going to take this. What's at the top? 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I'm just going to consider these 2 here. This person wants, they may feel like both of you are mirroring each other to an extent. And it kind of feels like both of you may feel sometimes maybe not really being heard or seen by the other. Sometimes it's this feeling of abandonment or neglect sometimes. And it could be kind of this mirror, like, oh, well, this person's not saying or doing this, so let me fall back. And then the other person is like, oh, well, this person's not saying or doing anything, let me fall back. So it's kind of like you're projecting onto each other and mirroring back to each other, kind of like the same energy. The best way that I can describe it is like a self-sabotaging situation where someone, or self-rejection situation where a person assumes that someone is going to reject them. So they kind of reject themselves by being like, oh, this person they don't like me like that. And so I'm not going to make my intentions known. So the other person might be interested, right? I'm just using this as an example. And the person that's self-rejecting kind of is projecting rejection onto the other person. So they're like, oh, well, maybe they don't like me. So then it's kind of like this self-fulfilling prophecy where the other person's like, well, they don't like me. They probably don't like me. So let me just like hide in a corner, not really do anything or say anything. The other person's like, I like them, but they don't like me. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that, but it may not be a like situation. It could just be something in regards to effort, because something about this person's energy doesn't really feel recognized or seen by you sometimes. They may feel the pressure to kind of put themselves out there in a way that is safe for them, where they have validation or they need validation. This person in their shadow might be prone to seeking validation outside of themselves. Like, let's say, for instance, like on social media, where they may not feel like they're getting the attention that they may want from their, their desired person. Let's say with you. So they go on social media, post a picture or something with their shirt off, and then hope to bait some people in to give them all these compliments because it's going to make them feel good. But they do give me a very passionate energy. So this person's feelings towards you is also very passionate. Also very eager for maybe some type of movement, where they feel like there's a level of stagnation with the Five of Pentacles here. And then the Lover's card is there is a mutual attraction, feelings, emotions towards each other. There's a chemistry. There's a mutual pull towards each other. But I kind of feel this hesitance of energy coming from both of you. And you guys are kind of mirroring it back to each other. I can't escape that message. I just keep getting that. And at the bottom, you have the Nine of Swords. So this could put you in your head a little bit, because it's kind of like this person may need validation. They may need something to let them know that it's safe and they're not going to be left disappointed, or not going to be left rejected, or left looking stupid. So it's kind of like, before I can fully pursue or fully express or fully show up in the way that I really want to, I need to know for sure that it's safe to do that. So both of you guys may deal with rejection. You both may deal with abandonment issues, fear of something not being reciprocated, or something failing, something not moving forward, something not being successful. There's a fear behind it. So their feelings is more so like, their feelings towards you is connected to their fears right now, or connected to not a fear of rejection, a fear of abandonment. It's definitely a fear of some sort of failure, or something not going the way that they desire it to go. Because you, oh my God, I can't even talk. You both do have a mutual pull towards each other. You have something similar that, whether it's attraction, whether it's chemistry, is definitely there. Whether it's like feelings for each other, or desire for each other, or desire to come together, whatever it is, there's something mutual here about it. But it's like a choice to really accept and embrace what is, or to move towards that wholeheartedly. And I kind of feel, even with fear, but you both have to decide whether you're going to show up. And you can't always lean upon what this other person is going to do, and vice versa, in order to go after it. The worst that can happen is maybe things don't work out, or maybe this person says, I don't feel the same, or whatever the case may be. That's the worst of it, but at least that clarity is there, or you know where you're headed and where you're going. But somebody has to take some type of action, or just to say, you know what, I'm going to show up, I'm going to go after this, I'm going to make my intentions known, even if fear is there. But nonetheless, there's got to be some type of action taken, because there's like this block. This person needs to feel validated with the Six of Wands. Otherwise, they're letting this fear paralyze them from even moving forward or taking action. That's what I'm getting from this. I hope that makes sense. All right. Yes. So let me know, Nancy, if that at all resonated or at all made sense. And I don't think anyone else is going to get a reading tonight. So if not, y'all, I am going to log off and add the timestamps this time, for real this time. Yeah, because let me check before I get out of here, because I don't want anybody to say, I sent something. Let me double check. Make sure that I have everyone. That I'm not missing anybody. Let's see. Okay. Nope. Seems like that's pretty much all. So, yeah, I'm going to log off, add the timestamps, and that will be all for this evening. And I appreciate everybody that donated a reading tonight, a question, purchased a reading or a question tonight. You're very much appreciated by me. I thank you as always. Thank you for stopping by, joining. You're welcome. And everybody have a good rest of your evening, your night, your day, wherever you guys are. I can't say weekend yet because I might be on here before, so I don't know. But if not, enjoy your weekend. Much love as always. Be blessed, be safe, take care, peace.